All right, nice Dragaria. Welcome back to Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. I'm your host, veracitytrigger, and we're going to cover Leonora today.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew, pew.
Okay, so Leonora reigns from the Norzalio Kingdom. So the Norzalio Kingdom has a lot of different knights and all that in it, and we're going to cover some of the lowest knights and go up to the top here. But she's actually a pretty decent knight. Overall, she's very functional. She's very useful. You can use her in a lot of situations. She is essentially a mage. She comes off as a, a witch or a mage at start here. I did get her to level 27. She's very reliable going through the game. As you can see, hefty MP right here. 503 right there. 112 MP. Very, very good. I like that a lot. HP is actually not bad. Agility 79. That's all right. That's not terrible. But she can dodge. Command range of 4. Very good. Growth rate of E and a rune growth of B. So she's actually kind of almost an established knight in a sense. She does have some good stats and everything. It's really cool. So what do you get? You get a staff. You get a staff to start with. You get a light robe, a light hat, and a ring. Now, you can actually cross-class her pretty easily. I may have already cross-classed her. Typically, when I'm playing mages, I always just cross-class just because you get some versatility out of it, and it just kind of makes some sense. So, Heavy Spank is a basic attack here. You get to hit him with your staff, and it does okay damage. It's not really what you're looking for, though. Meteor Doom, though, as you can see, this big pictogram down here, what this does on the left side is it has that much of a radius, and then once it hits, it'll hit everything within this targeting reticule. So everything directly in front of you and outward in some way, shape, or form. You'll see it, and just make sure you steer clear. There is no double check to do this, so as soon as you click the button, you're going to drop rocks on everybody, including your own teammates. So just be very careful. You make sure you watch for the glowing area to make sure you're not in it. But if you have a big monster in the front line that can handle that and you're okay with that, then go ahead and drop some rocks on your own allies if you really need to. Now, it does cost a lot of MP. 300 MP. That is a massive amount. The power range is only 110, so it's not that powerful, but you do hit a lot of monsters with it, so it's still good to do anyways, no matter what. Now, if you need to really take down a monster a little bit better, Curse is a little bit more of something you probably want to do, because the power is up to 160 versus 110, and it only costs you 100 MP, 108 MP to do. Now, besides that, besides outside the Witch range, going down to the lower classes, you're going to get Frost here. Normal attack from 3 space radius, obviously longer than Curse, but not as effective or as powerful. You do get a Charm spell, which is really cool, and if you have high intelligence and something else doesn't, this is a perfect spell to do. You can charm them onto your side, and then they'll fight for you if the enemy does not have a cure spell. The enemy is very keen to having cure spells now and using them repetitiously. So, as long as they don't have a cure spell, you can get away with this. Scot-free. Alright, so you get a flight spell. Unfortunately, in this game, it doesn't actually show that you're flying. It just gives you a little Hermes boot symbol, which I kind of wish they would have done something a little more with that. But you don't get any floating or anything like that. You just got to look for the little Hermes symbol. Just remember that that character is technically floating, right? It only costs 52 MP to do, which is actually nice. Now, we also get Genofrost, like the original game, right? But in the original game, you get it right away. In this game, you got to wait for a whole level up to do it. It does cost a whopping 186 to do. It is only 80 MP per each hit for Genofrost, so it's not that strong like in the previous incarnation, but a lot of people complained about magic being too strong, so they nerfed the magic like crazy in this game. Not only in the power ratio, but in the MP cost as well. So, yeah. Mages are still a really, really good thing to use in this game. Don't get me wrong. But they just don't feel as, like they're on par with the knights as much now. And that's really all the spells I have for her. I didn't really change her in this game that I played into a healer. So I guess you're just seeing some raw stats here. But let's cover her profile. So essentially she is a female, age 27. She is a witch in this class. The background, a knight of Norzalio, as well as a researcher of textiles. Though born into an impoverished family, she has worked hard after discovering her abilities as a rune knight to climb the ranks, eventually being assigned to the Imperial Spinning Research Center. During wartime, her goal is to build up a track record of military exploits, but she secretly wishes to create a country enriched by wisdom, knowledge, and technology rather than reliance on mana energy. So that's Leonora in a nutshell. She's a really good knight. You start off with her. You can use her in pretty much any team at all. I like using her with Rubino for a while until I switch it up with somebody else. And then eventually I think Grados, her and Grados work pretty well because he's already pretty well established. She's kind of established in a sense, like she's kind of there. You can just, run around, do whatever you want with her. And then Rubino I start growing with Shizzler and Elaine and a few other knights too. But she's a really good knight. Definitely use her, take care of her. She will work really well for you. And what I would recommend is taking her with a solid team like Grados and going south into the Republic of Gomol because they are sort of weak to blue. And she has blue magic. So she'll be very useful down there. Other than that, I don't know how you want to play her. I don't know if you want to make her healer or what do you want to do, but let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay triggered, my friends.